The Terrifying Lies Podcast, with music and stories by Craig Nybo. Hello, friends, and welcome to the Terrifying Lies Podcast. I'm your host, Craig Nybo. I hope you're living the kind of life that fills your lungs with good breath and your head with clear thoughts. I thank you with full sincerity for tuning in and sticking with me through this strange and spooky journey. Now, last week, I let the cat out of the bag. I told you how I nearly shut this whole thing down after season 5. In fact, I posted the show's final rights on social media. That should have been the end, but something happened. Some of you reached out. You told me you liked the show. You told me you'd miss it. You wished me well. I can't explain how much that meant to me. It pulled me back, so here I am. Back behind the mic, back lurking in your shadow somewhere. And if I'm coming back, I'm not tiptoeing. I'm strapping rockets to this thing and shooting it into orbit. Enough of that. Let's take this thing to outer space, shall we? I love stories. I write them. I wrap them into music. I even chase them down at places like gas stations if the person at pump 4 looks like they might have a wild one to tell. Everything turns into a story if you hold it up to the light the right way. A while back, my band Rustmonster took on a weird little project. We scored a movie. Not just any movie, but a spaghetti sci-fi flick called Star Odyssey. This thing had cardboard sets, rubber aliens, and a budget of maybe $300. It was perfect. I've got a history with funk music. Back in the day, I played in a band called Funk Toast. Most of those guys now play in Rustmonster. So, when it came to scoring a musical about space travel, funk rose to the top of the pile. I treated the score like a film composer might, scene by scene, note by note. I worked along Rob Griffin, the guitar player, and Brandon Tucker on trumpet. They passed me grooves and riffs like secret messages. Some came fully formed, others just raw ideas. I stitched them together with my own work, and when it was done, we had 30 minutes of tight, punchy funk. We performed it live, synced with the film, for one night only. The crowd ate it up, and though the curtain dropped that night and never rose again on Star Odyssey, the music lives on. It became Space Funk, a science fiction funk opera. Today, I bring you part 2 of that tale, so buckle up, friends. Here comes Space Funk, a science fiction funk opera, part 2 of 3.
Dad, they sent me over to get the captain, Dad.
You know, he was from my first marriage, and I gave her everything when we split up. But the old albatross wouldn't even keep him.
Dad?
I really need to get out of here.
I hired you for 3 reasons. 1, you owe me a whopper of a gambling debt. 2, so you can get this little Poindexter butterbutt son of mine out of my life.
I really need to get Captain Hoyle back to the ship.
And 3, well, crap, I forgot what 3 was. But anyways, I put a lot into this little soiree, and I expect you to take him along, and I don't care if he ever comes back.
You sure you want your kid out in space? You'll probably never see him again.
As sure as those 2 Joes were that there weren't nothing for them coming into the mail but a fistful of belly lint and raisin rinds.
Dad, I think they're here, Humphreys and Culver.
Well, I'll be a jumpin' Dixie blonde if it isn't the idiot brigade come to collect their dues. What are you doing here? You're wasting time. Go and see the crew of yours and let's get this bucket of spare washing machine parts into the sky.
Okay, everybody on board. It's time to light her up.
What about the tortoises, man?
I don't know. Cover them with a blast crate or something.
It's just like the man to put a lid on the bounties of the earth, man.
Goodman, I'm sure Culver and Humphreys have contacted the police.
Oh, man. Hey, somebody bring me a blast crate. We gotta blow this desert.
Dad, we're about to launch and we haven't had any time to spend together. I was hoping we could talk.
Shut up and get to your post, kid.
Mr. Prophet?
Who are you, the ship's cook or something?
Communications officer, actually. The name's Elwood DeWalt. You drafted me for the mission at the tracks back at Pimlico.
Oh yeah, I remember you. You're that chump who talked me into putting my pajamas down on that picture show. Now, what was that called? Night of the Bunny Rabbits? I lost my shirt on that deal.
Dad!
Would you shut up already, kid?
Night of the Lepus, actually. And it's a sleeper hit. Hang on to your points. That's my advice.
Seems like this whole fiasco is run by the who's who screwed me over.
Dad!
I said shut up, kid.
Mr. Prophet, we are all loaded up. I'm about to join the bridge crew on your beautiful ship.
Yeah, well, why don't you take this no-count son of mine with you?
I will do just that. But before we go, I and the rest of the crew put together a little something for you to remember us by.
What's this, a bunch of schmaltzy letters or something?
Something like that. Look, why don't you wait until we're off before you open it? We don't want to make everyone feel uncomfortable by reading a bunch of gushy stuff in front of the crew.
Hey, Dad, I was thinking
Don't
we
you have
could...
somewhere you gotta be, kid? Like right now?
Everyone stops what they are doing as two luxury automobiles pull up to the launch site. The first, a black Cadillac limousine owned by Jeffer Humphreys of Pan Oceanic. The second, a white Mercedes-Benz Stretch 600 owned by Sasha Culver of Eiffel Air. Despite Jim Prophet Sr.'s efforts to misdirect his unlikely speculation partners from their involuntary and sizable, some would even say crippling, investment in an illegal, privatized space program, manned entirely by personnel whom Jim himself would love to see off the planet for personal reasons. Both Jeffer Humphreys and Sasha Culver have come to collect, and neither appear to be in conciliatory moods.
Jim Prophet Sr. I should have known I'd find a snake like you out in the desert.
Well, if it isn't the beautiful Miss Sasha Culver. How you doing, Toots?
I hope you have a suitcase full of my money right here and now, or I'm gonna take it right out of your intestines.
Always a lady.
Dad, I just wanted to say...
I got a volcano to cork.
But I'm about to head out into space.
So head into space already. Run along like a good boy. DeWalt, would you mind too much removing this offspring of mine from my sight? I got a couple of fish to fry here.
Sure thing, Mr. Prophet. Come on, Junior. Let's head up to the bridge.
Space? That's what this is all about? Are you trying to send that hunk of junk to the moon?
Look, lady, we are way beyond the moon. This ain't no hunk of junk. It happens to be a piece of state-of-the-art science and engineering.
You'll never get that tub off the ground. It's way too big.
Mr. Humphreys, last I knew, none of yours was astronautical engineers. Once she hits altitude, we touch off the nukes, and it's off to the stars. And then we all make history here.
I'm gonna send you off to the stars unless you give me my money. Here and now.
A dark procession moving into their blurred conception. Unfit crew clad in flight suit orange. A good few rising to their challenge. Walk into their metal construction. Breaking through to another chapter.
Meanwhile, on the bridge of the SS Prophet, a cramped metallic room, festooned with gauges, dials, buttons, and levers, Captain Clint Hoyle, his navigator Roland Ace Kirk, and Chief Engineer Kendra Worcester ready the ship for liftoff.
Roland, how you feeling?
As navigator of this pile of scrap metal, I feel like I'm sitting on a bomb.
If you don't mind my saying so, I feel like a gutbuster beef and cheese burrito with a side of carnitas while we're bearing our souls here.
Nice of you to make it, DeWalt.
Don't mention it, El Capitan.
Roland and Wooster, run the pre-launch check.
Copy that. You ready for this, Worcester?
Ripping and rearing to go.
DeWalt, what was that business with the manila envelope you handed over to Mr.
hydraulics.
Prophet?
Oh, that?
Booster
stabilizers. Just some information.
Tank and booster.
What kind of information?
Nothing really, Captain.
ETCs?
Just some documents that show that this whole operation was funded by trumping up competing projects between Pan Oceanic and Eiffel Air, and that this ship was built using funds embezzled into confusion.
What?
I also included a copy of a release I shot out to the Associated Press detailing Jim Sr.'s rap sheet. 2 counts of assault, possession with intent to deal, and grand larceny. There's also a Jim profit loss sheet I had his CFO draft up for me.
How'd you get that?
Well, you know me. I get stuff.
Kleiner, are you reading me?
This is Kleiner from the science lab.
Unstable particle conductor?
Check.
Anywho, the Jim profit and loss sheet shows that Jim Profit's company has become completely insolvent due to hefty tranches of funds being deposited to an unregistered bank account on the Cayman Islands, which I love to go to visit in the fall, by the way. I happen to have the account number tattooed right here. Do you want to see it?
Meanwhile, outside the ship, Jim Profit Sr. goes toe-to-toe with his investment partners.
Now look, Sasha, you gotta cool your heels on this one.
Cool my heels? I'm more inclined to put my heels up your...
Prophet, I hope you have a good lawyer because I'm coming after you too.
Mr. Humphreys, let's talk this out mano a mano. There's no need to kick up the devil here.
Meanwhile, back on the bridge,
A filing with the SEC that the 401ks of all 3 companies, Eiffel Air, Pan Oceanic, and Profit Industries, have been dwindling over the past 3 years with no acceptable explanation.
Hey, let's not get all howdy-moody over this. We're looking at a brave new future for all of humanity. Oh, lighten up, Humphreys. This doesn't have to get violent.
Photographs, you know, real steamy stuff featuring Jim Sr. and Jeffer Humphrey's wife in a very...
This is for ruining me.
Hey, Sasha, it's just business. It ain't personal.
And this is for publishing those photographs.
What photographs?
Out of the way, Sasha. I want to run at him.
A medical report. Did you know Sasha Culver suffers from anal fissures? Those can turn into anal abscesses quick, which might even turn into a fistula. She should probably use a high-fiber diet, plenty of water, maybe a medicated cream.
How'd you do it, Prophet? How'd you manage to put 2 of the biggest international travel companies down like sick puppy dogs?
Cool off and put your dukes away, you two. We're in a joint venture now.
I'll show you a joint venture.
Across the border in Mexico with $250,000 and a body in the trunk. Are we going to launch this bucket or what, Captain?
How you feeling, Roland? Really?
Hey, who wants to live forever?
Okay. Punch it.
With no apparent scruples. Must be ambitious, but be daffy from all angles. To unchecked occupation in a vehicle that's aiming for the foreign. Getting this monolithic scrapbook to the stars now. It takes a hall of innovation. Newton could tell you there are no laws that flow this notion. It takes a crew of rule breakers to break down these laws. Jet propulsion will never get them off the ground now. Levitation must come another way. Put in action a plan to lift the station with an offhand exceptional array. Canvas and helium can lift them to the threshold. Unhinged delirium takes over.
It's a space race, but at a pace that rejects the concepts based on astronomical mechanical physics. They elicit another alternating method connected to their factual way of thinking. Ricky dinking their way to the stars on a barge, never classified to ever get to Mars. Space race. If they get off the ground, it's a space race.
Get to your stations, get to your vocations. It's your obligation to this venture. The situation is more than dangerous. It's consolidated business nature. No time for stalling, no time for rumination, no time for dwelling in the bygone. Science is calling, get to the tension stealing, push down the nervous feeling. Spaceman, lunchtime. As if launching isn't hard enough already, the financiers are pulling up the plug with a weapon aiming straight and banging steady, putting fractures in the whole of their big tub. A question's rising to the surface for the crew now. The situation's looking dire. They'll never make it through the atmosphere deficient in the integrity of space-tight systems require.
Pick another day to die on. Today's the day they chose to fly on. Pushing off into the sky on. A clunking hope to which they tie on. It's launch time on your dime.
Outside the ship, Jim, Sasha, and Jeffer lower their fists as jets of steam hiss from the mammoth hulk of metal. With a thunk and clatter, a series of enormous hatches open along the top of the ship's hull.
What's happening?
What are those?
hot air balloons?
Of all the asinine dreams and schemes,
Gee, you say?
you leveled my company for an oversized hot air balloon?
Whoa, Sasha, calm down. What is that? A gun? Look, there's no need to bring out the heavy artillery. Where were you keeping that thing anyways while you was kicking in my teeth?
I'm gonna kill you. Right here, right now.
Not him, you dumb blonde. Shoot that thing down before it gets off the ground.
Who are you calling a dumb blonde, Humphreys?
Don't aim it at me. I'm not the enemy here.
Can a dumb blonde build an international corporation worth well north of 1.5 billion? Eiffel Air could eat pan-oceanic like a picnic lunch.
Can't we talk about this later? That monstrosity is lifting off. Shoot a hole in those balloons. That's both our companies about to fly away.
Of the SS Prophet, all hands watched the Earth fall away beneath them through a pane of reinforced viewing glass.
Well, everyone, we have liftoff. Wooster, let me know when we reach 10,000 feet. That should get Mr. Prophet and his associates out of the blast radius.
We are approaching 100 feet.
What is that?
Sir, someone is shooting at us.
Barrett, get back to your quarters and into your restraints. It's about to get rough.
Yes, sir. But they're shooting at us.
The outer hull should deflect bullets. Right, Wooster? Wouldn't you say the outer hull should deflect bullets?
Whatever you say, Chief.
We haven't gone down by now. We should be golden.
But they are shooting at us. Permission to deploy a tactical response team, sir.
In case you haven't noticed, we're 200 feet above the ground.
Approaching 1,000 feet, actually.
As soon as we hit altitude, we're gonna blast the nukes. DeWalt, make an announcement. Tell them to strap in for a bumpy ride.
Aye, aye, El Capitan. This is your Elwood speaking. Time to pray to your higher powers. Our captain's about to light up this entirely untested piece of trashed out jetsam. If you have any last words, you'd better scrawl them out because we're about to meet our makers.
That's enough, DeWalt.
Down the science in motion in a kernel of physics laws. Tear down the common conventions in the institution's flaws. Slap down an ounce of perspective from an unadmitted viewpoint. Take from the grounds of impulse of attitudes and clouded truths. There's a genius, in the lack of conformity of reason. Arriving the day now, the flight line fiber on spools. Floating away, giving the fates to the weather. Historical day, living the day of misadventure. Leaving the ground, showing defiance for the stature of the so-called profound. Tearing the science all asunder on a balloon with no foundation in reason. They aim for the moon, making their own callow season. Ready to blast, ready to push the red button. They
engage the primers.
Aye, Captain.
Sir!
What are you doing on the bridge, Junior?
There doesn't seem to be a place for me to strap in.
Go to your quarters and use the restraints.
I don't seem to have corners, sir.
I don't know, use a rope or something. But get off this bridge and tie in or you're gonna be pulverized.
Okay, sir. I'll go look for a place to strap in.
Wooster, engage the ignition sequence and stir the boosters.
Aye, Captain.
DeWalt, tell Mr. Kleiner to ready the unstable particle.
Yes, Captain. Hello, Mr. Kleiner. This is Elwood speaking. It's time to put the bun in the oven.
This is Kleiner here. Can you reduce the whole chatter? If I drop this unstable particle, everything within 10 square miles will be vaporized.
Ha! No can do. We are past the point of no return. Tell you what, I'll talk you through it. First, pick up the unstable particle. Use the tongs.
I don't need your assistance.
That's it. Remove it from the stabilization chamber. Keep it steady, Kleiner. Don't even breathe. Whoa, whoa. Better not drop it. Be careful. Oh, baby. Keep it stable.
You're not helping.
Don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. We'll all be cooked if you drop it.
That's enough, Elwood.
This has been the Terrifying Lies podcast. Please come again. You're welcome here.